Hello, and welcome back to Diecast Graveyard. My name is Paul. Today we've got a pretty awesome build. The Three Blind Mice have put out a Paint It Pink challenge. Now the month of October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Now this is something that's a little personal to me. I've had some family members that have been afflicted by this disease, but some have beat it, some have not. And this is something that's very near and dear to me. We're going to have a really cool build. This is a Tesla Cybertruck, and this is a brand new release from Hot Wheels. And today we're going to make a candy striper out of this Tesla truck. It's going to be very awesome. So go ahead and grab your favorite adult beverage, sit back and relax as we participate in this Paint It Pink challenge. Let's get started. I've already drilled out the post, so let's go ahead and take this apart and do the autopsy. There's not a lot of parts to this truck. Here's the body, all done in Zamex, which is pretty cool if you plan on doing a candy job or a Spectre Flame job over the top. We're going to go ahead and strip it down though and take everything off. Here's the interior. Here's the base. Well, we're definitely going to do a wheel swap. Get those bad boys out of there. Here we're going to replace them with some Samed wheels. Now this is a new product for Samed wheels, these all-terrain 4x4 wheels. And they look absolutely awesome on this truck. So go to Samed Wheels website and check them out and see what they got to offer at www.samedwheels.com. They got a lot of products and they got just what we need for this project here. Windshield looks great. Let's go ahead and move on. Here I've got the decals made specifically for this truck, and these were made by Vince at Second Chance Redlines. He did a fantastic job with these decals. Now you can get these from Vince at secondchanceredlines.com, so go ahead and check that out also. Now he gave us two options here. He gave us the panel in the back with the white stripes. He also gave us the photocell panel in the back too, or the solar panels. So go ahead and get you some of these and you can make your own Tesla candy striper truck. Here we've got the truck and we're going to dip it in the citrus strip, or as I call it, embalming fluid. Knock off all the excess, or as much as you can. You can even take a brush and rub off the excess if you don't drop it back in the fluid like I just did. There we go. I put it on a tray and then I'll keep an eye on it, and when it's ready and all the paint's bubbled off, then we'll know that we can go ahead and clean it off and get it ready to go. After scrubbing it down with Zep degreaser, we're going to use Retro Flame Hot Pink. Now this is a brand new product from Second Chance Redlines. We're going to go just past the 2 milliliter mark. And again, like I said, you can get this at Second Chance Redlines. The new line of paints called Retro Flame are fantastic and they work great. So go ahead and check those out. So just over 2 milliliters of the hot pink paint and about 0.5 milliliters of the hardener. And that's what you'll need to get your paint ready to go. It's halfway through that pipette there. Nice. Make sure you put the cap back on because inevitably you will spill it. Ask me. I know. Mix it up really good, or you can stir it with a stick or whatever you wish. And it's ready to go. Let's go ahead and paint it and move on. Here's the result after painting. It turned out nice. The paint looks fantastic, and it's nice and shiny too. Let's go ahead and put that in the cabinet and let it dry overnight, and then we'll be able to put some more work into it.
Meanwhile, back in the graveyard.
Now that the vehicle has had time to dry, we're going to go ahead and put the decals on. I'm using Decal Solution, also from Second Chance Redlines. This product here is available from Vince, so go ahead and check that out too. I decided we're going to use the solar panel on the back of the truck instead of the white stripes. And I'll show you a reason why in just a little bit. Go ahead and put that on there and get it centered up using a Q-tip, or as some people call it, a cotton bud. Squeegee out the excess fluid. And then you're going to let these decals sit for probably the rest of the day. You want to make sure that the fluid underneath is evaporated very well, because if you paint over an area where there's still fluid under the decals, eventually it's going to pull away from the car and it's not going to look very good. It's going to ruin your paint job. Now here's the reason why I went with the solar panel on the back, is because we got stripes on the tailgate of the truck, as a typical candy striper would. Like I said, Vince did an excellent job designing these for me. I asked him, or basically explained to him what I wanted, and this is what he came up with. Now, if you happen to listen to my voice here and it sounds like I'm not as enthusiastic as I usually am, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, but I still wanted to get this video done for you folks. That looks really nice. Make sure it's exactly where you want it. And then later on, go over it with some Microsol, and that will tuck away any excess decal that you have, like at the very bottom of the tailgate, etc. Maybe in the wheel wells, if there's any extra decal material that's folding underneath or hanging down below, and you can make it fit really nice. I always use the Decal Solution on the vehicle where I'm going to put the decals, because it helps the adhesive stick better to the car. Position the decal where you want to, and again, take a dry Q-tip, maybe slightly wet if you have to, and squeegee out the excess fluid. This is going to be one really sharp truck. Stick around to the end of the video. I've got a special announcement about these trucks, and you'll have an opportunity to get one of your own. So please stay tuned. You know what? It's time for an ice cold beverage. Yeah, buddy. All right. Hope you're enjoying your adult beverage. This is looking pretty good. I'm really happy with the way this is turning out so far. Now that pink retro flame paint, that hot pink, there's all kinds of colors available. So check out the new line of retro flame paints. I have them all, and I'm going to be doing a video here in the very near future showing you all the different colors available and how they work on your diecast hobby. It's exactly where I want it, right there. I can keep my big meat hooks out of the way. That's looking pretty good. Now we've got these smaller decals in the back. This kind of details it up a little bit. That is looking sharp. I'm really liking where this is going. Maybe reposition it. No, I think it needs to go on the other side. A little bit of fluid. There we go. That looks better. I was putting it on the wrong side. That looks much better. See, you get to learn from my screw-ups too. Much, much better. A little bit more fluid there. Decal solution. Very nice. Maybe it's time for a slug of some more adult beverage here. Awesome. One more decal, and we'll be done with this. Here we've got a Tesla name decal that we're putting in the front grille area, if this truck had a grille. That looks pretty awesome. We're going to let these set overnight, and then we're going to hit it with some clear coat. That tailgate looks pretty cool too. I'll have another video coming up in the future also about how to apply decals and just a little bit more of an explanation, an in-depth explanation on different ways to apply the decals, etc. Let's go ahead, we'll let that set overnight, and then we'll move on to the next step. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to have to clear coat the decals to protect them. They dried up really nice, and they're exactly where I want them. Here we're going to use the clear coat from the Redline shop. This is the clear coat that I love to use, and then we'll use some activator hardener to mix it up. Now it's 5-to-1, 5 parts paint or the hardener, the clear coat, excuse me, and 1 part of the hardener. Now once you mix it up, you can use it for about 2 hours. And make sure that when you're done, clean out your airbrush with lacquer thinner, okay? If you're using Createx paint, you would clean it out with airbrush cleaner or water. But use lacquer thinner when you're using these acrylic urethane paints. And this lacquer thinner here I got in the paint section at Walmart. Okay, we have all of our pieces. The clear coat dried up nice. That turned out absolutely beautiful. The decals are fantastic. Here's the base. We got those wonderful Samed wheels on there. They look great. Here's the windshield. That looks fantastic. And here's the interior. That looks good too. Don't forget to check out the line of Retro Flame paints and the decal setting solution at Second Chance Redlines. Great stuff. Let's put all this together and have our reveal.
I love how the moonlight shines over the mausoleum.
Here we've got this Tesla Cybertruck. We took it apart, we evaluated what we needed to do to it. We did a wheel swap with those Samed wheels. We painted it up with the hot pink paint from Second Chance Redlines, the Retro Flame paint. We clear coated it with clear coat from the Redline shop, using the activator hardener also. And before we painted it all up, and after we painted it all up, we put on those great decals too. Now, we turned this truck into something really special. And again, this is all about bringing awareness to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the month of October. So if you get a chance, make a donation to your local cancer chapter. And if you've had somebody that's been hit by the disease, go ahead and make a donation in their name. It'll be fantastic and it'll definitely help the community. And here's the result. Look at how nice this turned out. The hot pink paint, the beautiful decals, the candy striper truck. This looks great. And the stance it has with those Samed wheels, those 4x4 wheels, what more could you ask for on this truck? It looks fantastic. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. Now, if you have anything you'd like to see or if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I read every single comment. Now, I might not be able to get to you, but I do my best to answer questions especially. So if you have any questions or whatever, go ahead please and put them in the comments. Give it a big thumbs up. And if you don't subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. It's free and it doesn't hurt anything, but it definitely helps me out if you want to see more videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click on that little bell to be alerted to any future videos that come out. Now here's the special announcement. I am making 50 of these candy striper trucks. And with the 50, it will qualify you to win the chase vehicle also, which there'll be pictures at a later date. Here it is on a beautiful card, and this is the way it's going to look. Now, if you want one of these vehicles, contact me at Uncle Paulie at diecastgraveyard.com, and I'll answer your questions. But this is a beautiful vehicle, and if you want one for your collection, go ahead and contact me. Let me know, and I'll get back to you right away. Thanks for joining me today on Diecast Graveyard. This was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. Thanks to the 3 blind mice and then all my subscribers who are participating in this build also. Got a lot more stuff coming out. Enjoyed making this video for you. Thank you, and cheers.